How to distort an image in Affinity Photo using masks. First thing to do, create a layer, and this is going to be my mask layer. So layer, new layer, edit and fill. You need to fill it with something, so just go with white or black. Then go to filters and down to colors and procedural texture. Procedural texture, you've got a load of different presets. The one I want is down here, checkered. Now you've got lots of other ones, these ones I've created, but checkered you should find. So checkered. Now I don't want the checkerboard effect. I want this one. So just remove the first part. So you've just got RY times C divided by W. So just tab off there, and now you can see you've got these straight lines. Great way of creating very quick straight lines. And instead of that, I'm going to go with, say, 70. Instead of 25, go with 70. So you've got lots and lots of lines. Click apply. At this point, it's not a mask. It's just a layer, standard layer. So if I go to layers, it's a pixel layer here. What I can do, I can go to layer and I can go down to rasterize to mask. So that converts it into a mask. And now you can see your image has been. This is a great start point. What I'm now going to do is create multiple layers with this. But first, I'm just going to drag this mask down into this background. It means it just connects it to that background instead of having it separate. And now with that selected there, I can duplicate this design. I can leave this one completely untouched, but also I can apply some effects. So select the background there, that layer there, not the mask, and go down to effects, click there, and then go for 3D. I want a bit of depth to it. So 3D, and I'm just going to push it up to about 2730. So you can see a nice rounding. You could, of course, modify the various profiles, change all various things, just click there and set a profile for it. Click close. Now I can duplicate this, so just go there, that complete thing, just go to layer and duplicate, or you can right click the layer and duplicate that way. So I've duplicated it. Now what I can do, I can go to the mask, make sure you select the mask layer, not the background there. Then go to filters, distort and deform, and you could use any of these other ones as well, lens distortion, pixelate, all kinds of different effects can be created using different ones. So deform, and now add some pins. It's always best to use the move tool. Now in this case, it doesn't seem to be any tools actually selected, but sometimes if you've got another tool selected, you might find you can't actually add the pins. And then you can distort it, and you can see as you distort it. Now try and avoid getting the lines come, so you can see if I do this and I drag, you get this effect. I don't want that. I want the lines to be going outwards so you don't see the sort of breaks. And you can just add as many pins as you want, or as few, doesn't matter. And you can distort it in all kinds of ways like that. So click and then just drag, and you get these lovely circular sort of distortions in your image. And you can see you can create multiple ones of those. And then click apply. Now you can do exactly the same. So select this, then either right click and use duplicate, or layer and duplicate, or use the shortcut. So you've got that. Now again, expand that out, you can go to the mask and you can apply exactly the same deform if you want. You can just go up to filters and repeat deform. And that will distort it again, and you can apply it again, maybe 2 or 3 times. You can also then go to filters and down here to distort and deform and add some new pins and distort it again. And again, stretch it out in all kinds of different ways. Again, try and avoid getting these lines coming over the edge down there, and click apply. And you can see you can build up multiple layers with this approach. So again, go there, or maybe just go to this background and again go to layer and duplicate, and then apply that distort to that one. And you can apply it, say, 3 or 4 times. And you can see you can build up all kinds of different designs very, very quickly using this. Also, if you don't want this sort of, so you can see through it, which is fine, I actually like that. I prefer that. Maybe you could put sort of a different background. You don't have to, of course, use the same image. You could just simply go to layer and new layer. Maybe fill it with a gradient. So gradient tool, apply a gradient. Just create it above, doesn't matter. Let's just go down, just put it down there. And you can see now you've got a background to it. And you could fill that, of course, not with a gradient, but maybe with a solid color. You've always got options for bitmaps, maybe solid, So go and change the colour, click here, maybe make it green, blue, etc. Or if you don't want that, delete it. And then you can always go to this one, again, the bottom one, the bottom layer there. So you've got the bottom layer and you can say layer and duplicate that one. And you can remove the mask. So you don't need to keep the mask. So just go there. You can deselect it just by that. And then you can see, obviously you've got the image still there as the background. And you can create all kinds of unique designs using this approach. But it doesn't need to use deform. It could always just as easily use any of these other ones. So you can create some interesting ones with mirror, shear, affine, ripple, and all the others can be used as well. Hope you found this of interest. Any questions, please put in the comments below. Also, a like or dislike, always appreciated. Also, please subscribe. Always adding new tutorials all the time about Affinity Photo, Photoshop, and many others. Thank you much.